time is it and what time is it? Let me tell you now, it is the DW World Equity Times. From now onwards, every Monday, 9 a.m., 10 minutes is all you need to spend with us. And on every Monday morning, we're going to pick a powerful stock, and it may come from Singapore markets, Malaysia markets, Hong Kong markets, China markets, US or UK markets. And we call this the OTOP 1910. One target, one purpose, Monday, 9 a.m. and 10 minutes. Be forewarned, we are not recommending any stocks, but it could be a very powerful stocks or very potential commodity counter for that particular week. So stay tuned, and what you're going to do next is every Monday, 9 a.m., just log on and watch us. Stay tuned and be our friend. I'll be right back. This is the OTOP 10, one target, one purpose for the week 5th of October, year 2020. And the World Equity Time is right here waiting for you. Very quickly, we are moving into the first month of the last quarter in the year 2020, and also a beginning of a new month in October. As usual, we always believe that October is a month of high volatility and high uncertainty. And this is exactly what we have read on Friday, that the US President Trump has been diagnosed positive with coronavirus with his first lady. Well, what kind of message are we actually getting from here? We think it's time for all people to start taking seriously on COVID-19 and not treating it as a hoax. So I think that's good for all the medical supplies, medical and healthcare stocks from now on, that people should be putting up masks and putting up a proper personal accessories, as well as observing social distancing. So on this week, 5th October year 2020, what is OTOP exactly going to bring you guys? Stay tuned with us, and we're going to share with you one very potential stock market that is listed in Thailand. Yes, in Thailand, all right. SET we call it. But do stay tuned until the end of it, because we're going to share with you a very important message that you might be able to get it from Singapore. All right. So before we start on, let's take a look at this wonderful stock, and I believe you'll be surprised by just looking at the technical patterns. Look, ta-da! This is the Sichuan agro industry listed in Thailand. All right, and I have spent the whole weekend looking for this and to share with you on a Monday morning, 9 a.m. So please do not miss out this opportunity. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence before you may want to take up a position in this stock. All right, it is very obvious if you look at this day chart. All right, what do you see? There is a narrowing down on the consolidation on the day chart as the prices has started to squeeze and about to break up on high probability. Well, if you look at the exponential moving average 4 and 20, there is a convergence and crossing up like this on a Friday, that you see a white candle, which is green color. And simultaneously, if you look at the bottom, all right, we do see a momentum starting to go up. So if you ask me, how can we increase the probability? Well, the only way is, let's take a look at the week chart as well as the 4-hour chart first. All right. Well, on the week chart, you see that the momentum is also just beginning to turn into positive. Well, and this is a good bet if you want to take a position in it. And likewise, on the 4-hour time scale, what do we see? Well, you see we have got a simultaneous triple signal from different time scale, which is the day chart, the week chart, and the 4-hour chart, that show us a very high potential of the market turning up and breaking this resistance line. So what do you think? Sichuan, right? If anybody asks, can we take a look at the financials? Well, I think we can, and it's all only here in OTOP for all of you. Well, let us take a look here. Market cap 43 billion Thai baht, and that is equivalent to, well, I guess it's in the range of 1/billion in US dollars. That's about perhaps like maybe close to 2 billion Sing dollars. All right. And Sichang Industry is a public company that manufactures and distributes natural rubber products in Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, US, China, Vietnam, and Myanmar. Earnings are forecast and expected to grow. All right, as we move down, I'm going to go down sector by sector and show you a little bit on what are the positive financials that we can lean on. Well, valuation is 19.9 times in the PE. Okay, as we move down here, okay, this is year 2020. Well, the cash flow is turning positive here from this year onwards. I think that's a good sign. And further down, if we look at the, well, this is the earning per shares. All right, earning per share has been negative for the last few years, but from year 2020 onwards to here, all right, to year 2021, yes, we are looking at good earning per shares that you can look at the expected value here. Well, okay, as we go down again, what are we having here? Financial health. Well, the short-term assets and the long-term assets both cover their respective liabilities. Well, most importantly, as usual, we always look at the debt. Okay, the debt here, year 2020, as we see, okay, the red line has been declining. And if we read here, the debt to equity ratio is at 50.3%, considered high, but it is a good sign that it has been reducing from 73% previously. So, on the average, everything looks good. Dividend is 1.25, although we have surpassed that date. Okay, very quickly, the last part of today's OTOP, we're not going to spend more than 10 minutes because this is a Monday morning and all of us are very busy getting back to work and starting to pick our position in the market. But one thing for sure, if you ask me, said, well, I do not have access to Thai market, and well, I'm convinced that this is a good pick. So what should we do? Let me show you the good news as I promised. Look, Sichang is dual listed as well in Singapore. Okay, and this is exactly where you can get it in Singapore. It's the same. It's just a conversion, all right? If you look at this Sichang stock trading in Singapore in Sing dollars, well, this is exactly the same pattern, and I think it is very wonderful. On the day, this is a 4-hour chart, all right? Let's start with 4-hour chart as we see the EMA 4 and 20 plus the momentum are all starting to turn up on last Friday. And going into the day chart again, well, it has shown a simultaneous strong momentum. Well, the market closed at Sing dollars 1.18 on last Friday, and we recommend a stop loss at 1.09. Listen, 1.09 in case if the prices fall down. However, if the market goes up, I think anywhere on the top side here, 1.14. In 1.40, $1.40 in 1 week or 2 weeks, I think, well, it's achievable. So, Sichang is the stock this week that we want to share with all of you to do your own due diligence. And yes, we are not taking more than 10 minutes of our time on a Monday morning, 9 a.m. And this is the OTOP 10 for the week of 5th October, year 2020. And this is the DWO Equity Time. We want you to come back next week and we shall be here waiting for you. Bye bye.